Hello everybody, Jeremy McGuire. We are in Abilene at the Eisenhower Presidential Library, Museum, and Boyhood Home. We're joined by Clayton Herdman with the lacrosse Leopards. Clayton, tell you what, a lot of history in lacrosse. You guys continually put out good football teams. Talk about what it takes to be a Leopard, to be a part of this program, and what it means to be in there.
I feel like what it takes, you need to be able to give up something. Like, one of the things is giving up, like having fun on the weekends or staying out late. You need to give something up is what is a big deal about being a Leopard. And like being a family, we've always been such a tight-knit group. With such small numbers, you kind of have to be. And so it always has been a really tight group, and you need to be a family. What it means to me, it's like my whole world. Like at football and being part of the Leopard family is all I know. That's like, I was born in Hayes, so I've always been going to school in lacrosse, and I've always looked up to the older guys, and now it's finally my turn to be an older guy, and it kind of is a big deal when you have to look back, and now you're setting the standards for the next generation that's coming along.
Now, last year you guys dealt with a lot of injuries and trying to fit guys in different spots, and it was a tough season last year, but what's it going to take in 2016 for the Leopards to get back to where you guys are accustomed to being?
First, we need to get in the weight room. Weight room is probably the thing that separates okay teams from outstanding teams, is how hard you put in the work. We've always been known to be accident prone, since most of our kids do have to go two ways, and so staying healthy would be a big key for us. We have more numbers this year, so it kind of helps on like doing scout team stuff. We don't have to really go against bags. Last year, we ended up going against our coaches because we didn't have enough kids to have a scout team again. So being healthy is probably the biggest thing we need to do to be successful.
Now, you talked about health. Ike, or Dwight D. Eisenhower, was a football guy. I don't know if you knew that, but he loved football. He played it in college, and it was an injury that ended his career early. What do you think of when you think of Ike and the fact that he was a football guy, but not only that, he was a leader, as a general, as the president? What are your thoughts on that?
I felt like he led by example. Like you say, he ended his football career being injured, and well, you can either do two things. You can either sit around and just mope about it, or you can stand up and do something. Earlier, a lady was telling us how he ended up being a coach for the Army and all that. Well, he didn't want to mope. He stood up on his own feet and set an example for everybody else to follow, and that's why he was probably such a great general, is because he led by example and set the standard everybody needed to be at.
How fun is a game of football for you?
It's the best thing ever.
What are you looking forward to most for your senior season?
Being out there with the guys every year. It's always a brand new a new group, and it's always different, and it's just kind of one of those things where you're only going to get this one time with this one group. And then also being as a senior, you only have a handful of games. You're guaranteed 9, but that's not also guaranteed because you can get injured at any time. And so you kind of have to play every game like it's your last, because you never know when it's going to be taken from you. Good
luck in 2016. Clayton Herdman with the lacrosse Leopards, and tell you what, a good program down there in lacrosse, and if you get a chance to go down there, pretty cool atmosphere on a Friday night or during the playoffs. It's fun to watch a game down there in Leopard country, and if you're looking for something to do family-wise, or if you're a history buff and looking to expand the mind, make sure you make a trip to Abilene and check out the Eisenhower Library, Museum, and Boyhood Home here in Abilene. I'm Jeremy McGuire.